Good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on when or where are you watching this. My name is Rocio Silva. I'm a second year student of English pedagogy in the Catholic University of Concepcion. And today I'm going to give you a little lesson about complex sentences. Okay. The purpose of this video is for you to learn about complex sentences, what they are, how they are constructed, and some other aspects. And also, we are going to do a very detailed analysis about the sentences. So I hope you can learn and enjoy. So let's get started. First, you need to know that sentences can be classified according to their structure. We have different types. We have actually four. We have simple sentences, compound, complex, and compound complex sentences. But today we are going to focus only on complex sentences. But what are complex sentences? They are constructed by an independent clause plus one or more dependent clauses, and they are connected by subordinators. An independent clause is express a complete thought, so that means that they can stand by themselves. But dependent clauses, in other hand, do not express a complete thought, so they need the independent clause to express a complete meaning. Okay? We also have different types of subordinators and different types of dependent clauses. We have three. We have noun clauses, we have adverbial clauses, and an adjective or relative clauses. But today we are going to focus only on two of them, noun and relative clauses. And for that, we are going to do a very detailed analysis about the different sentences. The sentences that we are going to see have been taken from the Las Mojican book. And if you haven't read them yet, I totally recommend it, okay? First, we have the whole paragraph. In a different color, you can see the sentence that we are going to analyze. To clarify, all these sentences are complex sentences. Don't forget about that, okay? It's very important. We're going to start with relative clauses, also called adjective clauses. Here, I make the division between independent clause and dependent clause for you to understand it easily. Independent clause, we can identify our subject, that is Paul faces, okay? And in our dependent clause, we can say that this dependent clause, I'm sorry, because it's starting by a subordinator that is also working as our subject in the dependent clause, okay? We also have our verb, independent clause, that is came among us, okay? Also, we can say that the function of this dependent clause is subject. And why we can set this? Because who, it is followed by a verb. So, and also something very important. We said that this is a relative clause, but we can also say that this is a restrictive clause, the type of restrictive clause. And this happens when the independent clause and the dependent clause are not separated by commas. So restrictive equals no commas. Okay? Very important. Keep it in head because later we are going to see another example different. Let's continue. Another paragraph, another sentence. Here we have our sentence. The sentence was very long, so I probably should take this out, but you can really understand that independent clause is in black, and in another color we have our dependent clause, okay? Again, we have to recognize our different subjects. In independent clause, we have frame, and also we have our verb, that is was, okay? Very good, excellent, magnificent. Then in our on our dependent clause, I'm sorry, we have which, that is our subordinator, and also is working again as our subject. And then we have had once been, that is our verb. Amazing, we have everything. Or function, subject, again. Why? Because we said that when it's the subordinator or relative pronoun, it is followed by a verb, we can say that the function of the clause is subject. Okay, clear? Oh, but here we have something different. We have commas to separate independent clause to dependent clause. That means that this is a, oh my God, I always get confused. We said that when we do not have commas, it's restrictive. So when we have commas, it's non-restrictive. I know, it's very confused. I also get confused a lot. So restrictive, no commas, non-restrictive equals commas. Don't forget about that. And also another paragraph, another sentence. Here we have our independent clause in black or dependent clause in white. Okay, so subject. Mawa is our subject in independent clause. Answered is our verb. Beautiful. Dependent clause. Whose or subordinator, also our subject again. And then or sorry, then or verb had chilled. Okay, also we have commas, so that means non-restricted. But we have something different. We said that the last ones, the function was object, but now we have that the function is, I'm so sorry. We said that function was subject. Now we have the function, it is object. And why is this? Because who or whose or relative pronoun and also or subordinator, it is followed by a noun. Okay? Cool, amazing. I think it was very clear. I think the most difficult part was restrictive and non-restrictive. I think that you have to write down that because it's very confusing. Okay? Now we have something different. Not here, because here we have our paragraph and obviously our sentence in another part. But the difference is that we forget about relative clauses by now and we focus on non-clause. Okay, here again, we can separate the independent clause to the dependent clause. Okay, in black, independent clause, in another color, dependent clause. Subject, father. Independent clause, subject, father, and verb, we'll remember. Amazing, very clear. And in dependent clause, we have what or subordinator, but we have something very different. We have the child, sorry, I cannot see, promises. Child is our subject. What is only our subordinator? Now we have a subject that is child, okay? And our verb promises. What else? Or function. Or function, the function of this clause. So sorry. Sorry, I'm a little bit sick. And oh my God, the function of this sentence is object. Okay, so we identify our subject, our verb, and our function. Amazing, beautiful. Another sentence. Oh, something that I forget. I'm so sorry. I'm going to come back. These non-clauses are not, like restrictive or non-restrictive type. No, that's just only with relative clauses. In this one, we have WH type of non-clauses. Why? Because our subordinator is starting with a WH. Very important too. Okay. Now we can continue. Another sentence. We have here the whole paragraph. That is an or sentence in another color. Okay. So I have them separated, but we have to do it. Independent clause in black, in another color, dependent clause. Or subject in independent clause, eat, or verb, lead. In dependent clause, we have our subordinator, that. We also have our subject, the aborigines of the American continent. And then we have our verb, have. Beautiful. Everything is clear. Everything is very, very clear. And the function of this clause is object. And something, I already said that our last sentence was WH type of non-clause. This one is that clause type of noun clause. So we have differences, okay? Let's continue. Oh, we're at the end. Okay, so here you have some study pages that I also use for you to understand more, or if you want to, clarify some doubts or study more about it, these pages will be very clear and useful for you. So we talk about complex sentences. We see and we do a very good analysis. Okay, we identify every single part of them, or the dependent clauses of the independent clause. Okay, so I hope that you really learn a lot in this video. I hope that you enjoyed also the video. I'm sorry for some of, I'm very sick, so I'm really sorry about that moment. But besides that, I think it was very, very good. If you need to study more, if you need to clarify some doubts, search on Google. We have a lot of pages there, and do some activities, do some tests online that will help you learn. So, and don't forget, the more you study, the more you learn. Bye.